everyone, okay, so today we're doing a makeup tutorial and this is going to be a kind of brownie, orangey, smoky eye with a bit more of a kind of peachy lip. So let's just make a start. I'm applying moisturizer to the skin and rubbing this in. This is really just the skin prep so that it'll sit there and just be heavenly. So I'm going to start with the eyes and I'm applying a basic brown eyeshadow, and all of these are in the description bar below, and this is an entirely what I call drugstore video. So I'm going in with a brown, then I'm going over this with an orange, a burnt orange, and these are by MakeupGeek, and I just love this kind of effect. It's almost like a bit like a sunset. I just think it looks so pretty. Then I'm just taking the same brush and just blending it slightly up towards the brow bone. I'm going in with a deeper shade here, right at the outside corner, the outside V of the eye, and just blending that in. I don't care if it's too precise because I'll clean it up afterwards. Just going to blend that out ever so slightly. And I just think this is such a beautiful look. It's just so kind of, it's a little bit autumn, even though we're right here in kind of winter. So I'm applying a tiny bit of shimmer to the brow bone, then taking a clean wet wipe and cleaning up the edge in line with the outside portion of her eyebrow so that it lifts and pulls the eyes apart. And I always do this. I always clean up and follow the outline of the tail of the eyebrow. So with that complete, she's just such a pretty girl as well. So you know what I mean? You can do anything you want. So now I'm applying highlighting and contouring, and I'm applying the light shade first. And you're going to see this won't look like anything because you all know me. You know I would never leave somebody looking scary. So there's the highlight and the contour going on. And information again on products is in the description bar. They're all very affordable products. So you can see the kind of basic premise. Now what I do is blend this out with my finger to shear it out and make it more transparent. And then I'm going to go in with foundation. And with me, I don't really care. I'm not trying to recreate the face with contouring and highlighting. I'm trying to add dimension to it, add a little bit of, you know, a glow to the skin. So I'm applying foundation with a foundation brush, which is my foundation brush, and I'm stippling it over the areas. I'm not going in circles because I don't want to remove what I've put there. So I'm going over it in a stippling motion. This is what gives skin dimension and gives it a glow and allows you to blend it in without it becoming really muddy, so that everything is still outlined, but it's not as severe as you can see it. And I just think it's such a nice way of doing foundation. Scott Barnes is very famous for doing foundation in this method. So what I'm going to do now is just go over the same areas again, really just showing you the technique here, because I really want you to see it. But I've done so many videos on this, and I thought it would be fun to do highlighting and contouring on this because, you know, Liv is very young and it's just so cool to see it on the skin. So I'm going in and using my finger with the concealer with a bit of foundation that's still on the brush or on my finger. Now I'm going to set it with a beauty blender that's damp and some powder, just going over the areas that I want to set. Then I'm going to start adding a bit of life back to the skin once we've done some setting. So I'm just going to cut just underneath the cheekbone really, really lightly and really kindly, and I'm not going to let this sit on the skin. I'm going to remove it almost immediately. There's no reason for that. Liv's skin's very young, so it can take any product, but I didn't want things to be really harsh for this look because the eye is really quite strong. So I didn't want there to be too much definition going on the rest of the face, if that makes sense. So I'm going around the outside perimeter with just a tiny, tiny bit of bronzer, just to pull in together the slightly deeper shades with the slightly lighter shades, because we've got that under eye highlight, which is looking quite light at the moment, so I kind of need to blend that in. Next, I'm going to add a tiny bit of color to the cheeks. I'm going to go in with a slightly peachy blush, slightly apricot shade, just to kind of pull in together with this autumnal look that I just decided to do in January. You know, why not? Why not? So I'm going to put some kohl in the eyes. Now the camera decided to turn off here, so what I did was apply kohl, did some mascara and put a bit of highlighter on. You'll see a bit of highlighter now, but I redid it at the end as well. Because the highlighter here, I think, just really adds to the luminosity of this look. So I'm just applying it to the outside area, and this is the only product I used that was higher end. Now I'm going in with a lip liner and just lining the lips. This is a really nude lip liner. And Liv's lips are quite pigmented anyway. Then I go in with a combination of lipsticks just to create this kind of, it's a nude lip, but it's got a bit of pink and a tiny bit of orange in it. In hindsight, I probably would have gone for a much more nude lip, but I wanted to kind of pull and tie everything together for this look. Also, could you please be nice on the comments, because it takes a lot for somebody to sit in the chair and it's never nice to read unpleasant things. So please be kind and please be thoughtful. So adding a little bit more highlighter, and there you go. She's such a pretty girl, and this look I just think looks so beautiful on her, and I really hope that you agree. A few more coats of mascara and that will complete the look. I didn't bother with lip gloss in this. I just think it looks really, really nice. Thank you for watching. Be kind, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.